Hello there, it's Scott Harple, and welcome back to Stop Spending Money on That House. Here's the illustration and that one secret I told you about. The best way to understand this is to think of a cup partially filled with water. You can pour more water into this cup, at least until it's filled. After that, all the water you pour will just run over the sides and be wasted. The cup represents your market area or neighborhood. It's homes like yours that a buyer would consider if they were thinking about buying your home. This principle applies if you live in the city or in the country. If there are 42 homes just like yours in the development, or if you have a 2-bedroom log cabin. When I'm out there doing an appraisal, I'm usually presenting to the lender a snapshot of the market at that very moment. They want to know, how much is this house worth if it was sold today? Now, it doesn't matter if you aren't selling or if you ever intend to sell your home. The bank or lender looks at your home and the money they're lending as a risk. They only want to know, what is the likelihood of getting their money back if you default on your payment? Homeowners get upset with me at times because they want to know how much their home is worth right after I've inspected it. Now remember this, the value of your home is not found in how much it costs or how much you spend on extras. That's called insurance value. I have to find out what a typical buyer would pay for your home. That's what value does equal. Now here are some real life examples without the personal details. That will show you what I'm talking about. An elderly man was selling his home for $138,000. And he bought the home a few years ago for $120,000. The house had a 2-car attached garage, but he decided to add a 4-bay detached garage for $28,000. He was very unhappy to find out that my appraisal gave him only $4,000 in extra value for the additional garage space. The problem is that no one ever told him about the principle of diminishing returns. For every additional item above what's typical, in this case, a 2-car garage, the value gets smaller and smaller for each additional item. He lost about $24,000. Or how about this one? A woman purchased a home for around $350,000, lived there a year, and then added an $80,000 kitchen. She had to move suddenly. Life happens. And she listed it for $445,000 with no takers. Months passed, lowered the price. An offer was finally made for $350,000, and she took it. She literally gave away an $80,000 kitchen. Why? Because she was already at the top of her cup of water, or market. No matter how much more she poured in, the market was not going to reward her for it. No one is telling this to homeowners, not the guy doing the remodeling, and surely not the big home improvement store. Here's how to decide before you add that basement entertainment center, the extra bathroom, a new permanent shed you've always wanted. What's typical for your market? And where is your house value right now in comparison to homes in your neighborhood? If the typical home has a 2-car garage, and adding another 2-car garage will be an over-improvement. If most homes like yours have an unfinished basement, then finishing yours might be an over-improvement. If the average sales prices for homes in your neighborhood range from $340,000 to $370,000, then adding on to a home you just bought for $365,000 would be like pouring water into a cup that was almost full. Wait a minute! What if you really don't care? After all, you need that 3rd bathroom or the kitchen upgrade. I understand. That's fine with me. You may benefit from it and enjoy it. I just want you to understand that it might be money you could lose someday. I've had hundreds of people tell me that they were never going to move. They weren't planning on moving ever, but Johnny lost his job, Jane's mother got sick, the kids need to move back home, and so on and so on. Make a decision that the bundle of cash you're about to spend may be lost if you have to move or refinance in the next couple of years, and if it's an overimprovement. I promised that the woman who spent $80,000 on the kitchen would have paid me $1,000 if I could have told her the future and saved her all that money. I'm actually giving you a principle that could save you thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. Money that's generally wasted. I have a fantastic report with much more detail and lots of helpful illustrations, tons of money-saving concepts that I'd love for you to have. I have poured my years of experience and beneficial advice into it. If you have more questions like what to do before an appraisal, or how to handle an appraisal you don't agree with, or what are ways you can avoid paying for an expensive appraisal that you might not need, how to find the value of your home for free, and so much more. If these questions apply to you, then click below for this fantastic report and I'll send it right over. Thanks again for your time and thanks for watching.